Let's see how this great unknown called brain works. Brain is a ugly matter, white and creamy, is not attractive at all. It's about the 2% of body weight, but this small device of our body uses 20% of the energy we generate with our different system. For a person of about 20 kilograms, the brain would be about 1.4 kilograms. It's small compared with the energy that it consumes. This brain is 70% water. And that's why when the brain is dehydrated, get difficult to understand, pay attention, and some memory skills. When you draw out all the water, about 60% of the matter that remains is fat. The brain basically is a predictive machine aimed to reduce the uncertainty of the environment. The work that the brain do all time is analyzing the situation and allows us to prevent danger or threat that can be in our environment. That's the basic function and give us the greater probability of survival. There are two crucial topics on the brain that we are interested in. That is neuroplasticity, that tell us that the brain is learning up to the end of the life. Even to the last second of life, we are learning. And the epigenetics shows us that all the process of learning change physiologically our brain and our body too. There are four great lobes that can be differentiated in the brain. The frontal lobe is commonly in functions of controlling voluntary activity of movement. Parietal lobe processes the information, have to be with taste, touch, and movement. The temporal lobe processes memories and integrate them to taste, hearing, sight, and touch. The occipital lobe is responsible for vision. This is the form as the main functions of brain are distributed. But you can find that the interaction among all the areas of the brain are very common in many of the activities we develop. Within this different structure, you can find in the deepest part the limbic system. It's formed by several brain structures that regulate physiological responses to certain stimuli. In this structure are the instincts, are the emotions, and it's there where you can find the personality and behavior. The limbic system is the managing device of what we remember and the memories, and without memories we cannot learn. Now, how does it work? Commonly, we have our sense like touching, hearing, watching, tasting, smelling. There is a sixth sense that is commonly accepted now that is like a feeling, like a hunch. And all that stimuli produced by our sense organs are going sent by the peripheral neuronal system to the central neuronal system. The center neuronal system is placed in our back spine and it ends up to the neck in the brain stem. That is this organ that you can see here. That function is to distribute the different signals to different areas of our brain. Then when these signals that are coming, they reach the limbic system, we can find there too many structures, but we are going to be fixed in three of these structures. The first one is thalamus, the second one is hippocampus, and the third one is the amygdala. The thalamus is like a little egg. It's 6 per 4 centimeters, so you can see that it's really small, and it's like an electricity relay station. He received the afferent signals of those that are coming from the peripheral neuronal system, and it organizes them for analysis and send them first to the amygdala and then to various structures or areas of the brain. The next step is that amygdala receive the signal. Amygdala is this small sphere under the hippocampus. It measures about 1 to 0.6 centimeters, and the amygdala can record all the emotions. It's our emotions recording machine. It works since 0 years. Even when we are in mommy's tummy, we can perceive emotions of our mom. The amygdala is the emotional memory field. Keeps, files all the signals, and they catalog and store signals between two great branches, positive or pleasure or negative or threatening. and it decides what to do according to the system to catalog these emotions. Then he sent the information to the thalamus and the hippocampus. Let's see then, hippocampus is like a sausage, you can see here in red, and the measure is 6 centimeters per 1 centimeter. It works storing memories since 3 years. That's why we don't remember many things before we get 4 or 5 years of age. This is the memory field for rational contextual information. And he receives the afferent signals from the amygdala and the thalamus and stores them selectively according to our way to process the information that we get. Then he sends information to the thalamus and to the brain cortex, and it's the system that generates the responses.